make a shout out, Megan, because today we're making donuts. And
Yes,
this
we are.
is how we roll. To all our friends in Oregon, where Meg and I were visiting our Amy, our family friend Amy. So, hey to all those Oregonians there in Portland.
But today we're making donuts.
Yes!
Because I feel like donuts are something that are such a treat that I just haven't found one that I really liked. And we got these donut tins. And I've been recipe testing. If you follow us on Instagram, which if you don't, you should, I have been making these for the past couple weeks now and have failed miserably the first 2 times. They did not come out good. And then so finally we baked them. And these are a baked donut that is so good. They're a maple donut with a banana glaze. So let's get started with it.
Oh my gosh.
We have a 1.5 cups of flour that Pegs is going to pour into a bowl. And then we have a 1/4 cup of coconut flour. And then I have mixed here a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar. Just because I like the flavor. At first, when I first tried making this, I was like, I kind of want to go for like a coconut donut because we're coconuts. And I figure why not try and add a little health benefit like some coconut flour or whatever in here, not so much sugar.
Can I give a little pearl? A little pearl is sometimes you go reach for your brown sugar and it's all really hard. Stick a piece of bread in it.
A pearl.
Wait
Never heard of that.
15 minutes and I don't know why my grandmother taught me this, but it softens up your brown sugar.
Amazing. So while Pegs is mixing all together the flours, I'm going to go ahead and put together all the liquid ingredients. So we have 1 egg that I'm just whisking up nicely. Oh, shoot.
What happened?
Sugar's supposed to go in here.
Silly Megs.
We're just going to go ahead and go with this. So typically you melt the sugar down in with your egg, and then I'm going to add the buttermilk. You know, this is part of my recipe testing. You'd think by now, making this like
100
half a dozen times, that I would have this down, but you know, that's part of the joy of this cooking and going with the flow. So that was 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk. I was like butternut milk. Buttermilk.
We're so used to nut milks.
Yeah, so buttermilk. These are, I guess, is my trying to be nice with the sugars. It just came out with the real hearty buttermilk. And then that was 4 tablespoons of melted butter that I put in here that I'm so whisking it all up very beautifully. And then what we have to make it maple. You could do maple syrup, but I love the maple extracts. Again, I was trying to be a little gentle on the sugar because donuts, I want to feel good about eating this in the morning because that's when you eat donuts, right? So 1 to 2 teaspoons of maple extract.
And the other thing about the extract is that it's just a more powerful punch of flavor versus if we were going to use the 100%.
And then
maple syrup.
vanilla, a teaspoon of the vanilla, heaping teaspoon.
And when do I do the nutmeg? Isn't there nutmeg going on?
Oh yes,
there?
so then we have some fresh nutmeg. So I just love the flavor of that. I feel like that's also
and
really
I can
nicely
put this in
with
here.
everything.
So this is called a microplane. And I'm microplaning as much as you want until it's fragrant. Oh,
Okay,
it's
that's good.
fragrant.
That's good.
Okay, good.
It's a hint.
Okay, fine.
Mix it all in. And now we're gonna pour this in here.
So we're taking the wet and we're adding it to our dry.
And then I got this. Yes, you take the bowl.
Okay, got the
And then I'm gonna just mix it. You don't need a fancy mixer. If you have one, lovely. I don't have one in my house, so like again, I've been saying I've been recipe testing these puppies.
I want to waste any of this.
No, we don't. And we're just gonna mix up, and it kind of, the batter, it gets like this nice, like,
Cake flake?
kind of, yeah, it's like a little bit more, I feel like a bread almost, like, and just kind of mix it all up. And so typically what you would do to get it to fit nicely into your donut dish,
Donut pan.
this is why I have a spoon over here for it, because you can put this into a pastry, like, or if you have a little, like a Ziploc bag, you would cut it and then pour all of this in there and then just kind of squeeze them in.
That's a great idea.
But again, I'm like really lazy in terms of cleaning in the kitchen, so I just use whatever I have handy. And so spoons, we eat out of them all the time. So,
and this is really well mixed. Look.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
good. So you
Okay,
take
I
that to
got
the side
that.
too. And I'm just gonna kind of go over this again. So you can see how it's kind of like nice and like airy, and this is gonna make it. It's so fluffy.
So when you say airy, you do not want to overmix this because that is going to allow it. If you were to mix it too much, it would be too dense.
So this is perfect. And now what I'm gonna do, so I've sprayed the non-stick donut little makers, and I'm just gonna go through, and it's so silly, but so this will make 2 of these.
I want to get in there. Can I get in there and add some too?
Yeah, you can go for it.
Okay,
We'll
good.
do this together. Yeah, and so I'm just kind of going around, as you can see with the spoon, it makes it nice, and you kind of like wedge it around.
Am I filling this all the way to the top, or am I leaving a space?
No, all the way. And so, again,
this is so much fun, especially kids who wouldn't want to make a donut.
you can see like all the different, and you can like flavor these up whatever which way, but honestly, these maple, oh my goodness.
They taste so good.
It tastes like my mom's pancakes, our pancakes, which we
or
also
a coffee
have.
cake. Dad thought it was very light and airy compared to when you did it and you fried them in coconut oil.
It was so dense.
They were really dense.
And that is so
Like
expensive.
lead.
I used so much coconut oil to fry them all in.
And they didn't come out as good as
It didn't come out good. It felt like I just wasted so much coconut oil. But hey, the price we pay so that you guys can have delicious recipes.
That's right.
And it's so fun. You learn. You live and you learn.
Well, and the other thing that this is making me
Yours
really
are making me anxious. See, Pegs is like so messy, and I don't get anxious, but this is ridiculous. Look at how gross our donuts look and how nice mine look over
Mine
here.
look gross.
This is not happening. That's not how it works. Because
Oh my
also you have to be able to fill up
gosh.
another one of these.
All right, fine,
Oh my God,
fine.
Pegs over here. I let her help, and it's just
Well,
driving me nuts. How does the batter taste, Pegs?
really good.
Way too much in here. Too much. Okay, take a note from me.
I can't
so you
wait
can
till
do
she's
it
a mom one
once.
day. I can't wait.
And so also what I've learned, way too much. Okay.
Okay.
But you are not my child.
I'm not your child, that's for sure.
No. But no. Wait.
There's more to do.
So our oven has been preheating at 400 degrees, and this is what's so amazing is that these only take like 7 to 8 minutes to cook.
Wow.
But see how it's kind of like not so nice and on the top? What I found, well, when I was making for them myself, I was licking them because, you know, I figure I'm eating it, so I'd lick my fingers and just kind of do this. It's for me. But if you wet your finger and you kind of go over it all and you kind of smush it down.
And you can do the same thing by wetting a spatula, Meg, and
Whatever.
just doing the same thing. Okay.
There's certain things I don't mind getting dirty, and then there's other things. I can't tell you what it is. I have
But-
weird little tendencies.
But I just, look, I did it without kind of wetting it because they're so nice
because
and
sometimes
oily.
they stick. Well,
I
it's
know,
oily
this
because
is
I
good.
sprayed this. But look at
Right.
perfect. These
ready.
in they go. 400 degrees. So while our donuts are in the oven cooking, we got 6 minutes to make this, which we're not even going to need all the 6 minutes. But so what I have are 2 cups of powdered sugar. One over-ripened, like literally this is the color you want your banana to look. Over-ripened because it's just
We
going
call
to be
them
more
dead.
sugars. Sweet, this is great for banana bread and for banana frosting. Glaze frosting, whatever you want to call it. It's delicious. We have 4 tablespoons of melted butter. And we have salt, pinch of salt. We're going to just put that in right now.
Okay.
And then I add this in kind of
Slowly or all at once?
as I go. I do like half.
Okay.
Get a consistency of it.
Do you want me to be your stir?
And then do it again. No, I like stirring. Because I like that.
She worked hard on this recipe, folks. I mean, this
Yeah,
was
and
like...
Pegs was not sold on the banana. Oh, and you have a teaspoon of vanilla in here.
Well, when Megan was first doing all these recipe testing, she made a
Maple glaze.
maple glaze.
From Kitschy Kitchen. It's a good one. If you have
It was
not tried it,
so
it's delicious.
flavorful, looks good. The picture was awesome, but the donut wasn't so good. Everything, the whole package is what's so good here. All right.
Ooh, look
Oh,
at
that looks
this.
really
Look at how the powdered
good.
sugar just melts. And so, okay, you can sift this. That's what they recommend. But to be honest, I like seeing the little balls of the sugar because it's like, I don't know, it's like a
Oh,
little
natural.
pop in your mouth. And yeah, it's like
A
more.
sugar pop in your mouth?
Yeah, so see, we can add a
Here,
little
how
bit
about if I
more.
do
Okay,
this
yes,
for
you can do that. You want to help.
She's letting
And
me
I'm
help.
You know, it's just hard. I'm a little bit of controlling.
Oh, she's admitting it. That's pretty cool.
Oh, bags.
All
Okay,
right.
this is good. So see
is
how
perfect.
you might not need all of it, but you want that thickness because then this is what's gonna look beautiful on your donut once it's all done.
Wait, I have to make sure it's good. Terrible. No.
How can you call this terrible? It's bananas and sugar.
It's perfect, Megs. All right, are the donuts ready? Are the donuts ready, I think?
Well, it definitely has not been 6 minutes, but
Okay, we'll go check.
let's check because we've had another batch that's already been cooking. Oh, yes. These donuts, I actually knew this was crazy. How you know these donuts are good is because when you touch them, they kind of bounce back. They're nice.
Yeah. Springy.
Yeah, so we're gonna let them cool over here for a minute. And then while we're doing that, let's talk about all the toppings. Mainly,
This is
all
the
you
fun
need
part, Meg.
is
the
this
fun
banana
part.
frosting. That's it.
But okay.
Pegs is going above and beyond because it's close to Easter. She wants to do
I want it to be
these
colorful.
fun little colorful sprinkles you can put on top of them.
Wait, let's just first say that the colors in here aren't artificial colors. They're okay for our kids. We got these at Whole Foods.
For your kids.
For your kids.
I don't have any yet.
I'm a big kid, so if you like sprinkles. And they're pretty, they're cute. Look at how pretty they
Little
are.
mini chocolate
and little
chips.
mini chocolate chips.
I will say mini chocolate chips on this would be pretty bomb.
Banana chocolate chip. And then cinnamon sugar or
We pre-mix ours. If we have leftover like cinnamon, like at the very end of it, we'll put cinnamon and some sugar in there, and it's just
I'm gonna use it.
who doesn't
Or
always want
just-
cinnamon sugar
Just
toast?
plain powdered sugar will work too.
Yeah, and that's what we have this for, is because this is when you want to like sift it on over and make it all nice.
That
and
was my nanny's. It looks really old because it's really
It is.
old.
Okay, well let's turn these over and put them out. What's so nice about this pan is, look at how beautiful these are.
It's a donut.
These are, oh my goodness. Okay, so you can go whichever way you want about this, but for
and these
me,
need to be cool. So these are
this is like a little warm, but it's okay. I'm just gonna have tough hands. I'm just gonna get in here and really glaze up.
Here, I'm
this
gonna do
donut.
one over here that has.
So it's not as if you do more liquid. Peg's in her tool. She's gonna laugh at me, but
What? I know it's good.
to just kind of spread it on. But if you add a little less sugar and had it more liquidy, you can just literally dump it
Powdered
right in.
sugar, and then this one's just gonna be cinnamon
my
sugar.
goodness.
It's not really sticky. Maybe we need to put the frosting on it. All right.
For what? The
she
powdered sugar?
Stole my tool. Okay, here I'm gonna
Look
take
at this donut. Look at how beautiful it is. Oh my goodness, you guys.
All right.
I'm telling you, you must, for this full recipe,
we're gonna go to currygirlskitchen.com.
we all are going to go to Curry
We're
Girls
just
Kitchen.
gonna run right over there.
And then you can also, if you don't, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram,
Pinterest.
Twitter, where we're constantly posting more fun recipes like this. And if you don't subscribe to our YouTube channel, you made me do it.
Oh my
Make sure you
goodness.
subscribe so you can see more fun recipe videos like
Dad
this
was
one.
right.
I know.
It came home to a note that said, "Amazing donuts, Meg."
And they are.
Mm.
Okay, let's check.
Sprinkles. Oh my God! Look at how gorgeous that'll look. I have to finish this.
Yum.
Oh yes.